And
But anyway,
now,
yeah,
Reeb, it's
the
time.
10th overall
It's
pick, Betty,
time. You
and the
take the
first, the
floor is yours.
first, okay, first damn trade in this year's NFL draft. Okay, so to preface this, the Eagles were at the 12th overall pick. The Dallas Cowboys were at the 10th overall pick. We saw a rare collective union of two division teams where they both decided to give a collective middle
They
finger
said,
to the New
fuck
York
the
Giants
Giants. They
and
said,
say,
suck
just
my dick, Giants.
dude, they
That's
literally just said, just F you, get the hell out of here. They middle fingered them and they just like, get the hell out of our draft boards. Both of them were like, you know what? Screw you. We hate you, Joe Judge. Just change your last name, bro. You're not a judge.
exactly. Done.
Okay. They traded up. And when this happened, Amal, I screamed. I legitimately audibly screamed. And I think okay,
A couple of
the
your
Eagles
friends.
traded up from 12 to 10 and picked DeVonta Smith, wide receiver out of Alabama. Hallelujah, bro. I'm not even Christian, but I don't care right now. The biggest problem with the Carson Wentz-led Eagles was that Howie Roseman and the Eagles failed to put a competent supporting cast around him for a long time. In 2017, yeah, he had a great supporting cast. After that, it fell off, right? They failed to put a good supporting cast after him. And then they realized with Jalen Hurts now, guess what? Maybe we should. And they realized that Howie Roseman had the awareness to be like, guess what? The Giants, who are picking at 11, might pick wide receiver, right? And I think that would have been a meh pick for me personally, because I think they have Sterling Shepard, they have Darius Slayton, they have Kenny Galladay, but I could have understood it. And they had the awareness. They're like, you know what? Let's trade up. We'll give our second, third round pick, not even our first, and we'll move up, pick DeVonta Smith. And they just realized from their Carson Wentz mistakes, they're not repeating them with Jalen Waddle, at least with Jalen Hurts, rather. Too many Jalen's in this year's draft, bro, in the last year's draft. But they realized that they can't make that mistake, and they went out and decided to fix it. First of all, ESPN has him listed at 170. He's like 165, but I don't care how heavy he is. He balled out in college, and I think he's going to ball in the NFL. He can be a true wide receiver one for Jalen Hurts. Both of them played in Alabama together when Jalen Hurts played at Alabama in 2018, I want to say. I just think overall you're going to have some baseline of chemistry there. It's going to improve your offense because you need weapons. You're going to lose Zach Ertz too. He's probably going to get traded tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. Probably going to get traded day 2, day 3 in this year's draft. You lost Deshaun Jackson. You lost Alshon Jeffrey. I think this is going to help Jalen Reagor as well because DeVonta Smith profiles as more as that wide receiver one. I think Jalen Reagor, he's going to be a great wide receiver too. I think overall this just helps their offense immensely. And I think as a trade, I think Dallas realized that, oh shit, both our corners that we wanted on the board aren't here. We'll trade back and we'll get a third round pick that's going to help our defense. I think the pick is in the 80s, I want to say 90s. So that's still a pretty good range, I think, in the third round because Dallas needs to improve their defense. They're probably going to go like all defense and maybe draft like an offensive lineman in this year's draft. And I think they picked up an extra third round pick. And more importantly, they just said, fuck off to the Giants. And I just got to say to all Cowboys fans, I'm going to give you a fist bump today, buddies. I'm happy that this happened, and I'm ecstatic. This was my favorite pick, and it's because I'm biased as an
Grade is
Eagles
A plus
fan.
plus plus.
A plus plus plus, baby. And Howie Roseman, you've earned yourself about 24 hours of peace and quiet before your next bad draft pick tomorrow.
Yeah, so for me, this is probably my second favorite pick of the draft. We'll go into my favorite very, very, very soon. But this was also an A plus 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 pick for me. The Eagles traded the 12th and 84th pick of this year's draft, so it's a first, and that's not even I believe is that that's the second third that the
It's
Eagles.
their second, third. They
So
have
they
two in the
still
third
have a
round.
third round pick, so they're still set, right? So they traded their second, third, and then the 12th pick to move up and take DeVonta Smith. And DeVonta Smith is the perfect guy for this Eagles team. I'm a big fan. Of course, I hate the weaknesses that they're giving him. He doesn't have any weakness, bro. The weight's not an issue. I hate people saying that this dude's gonna die in the NFL.
He never got injured.
Like
Jalen Waddle got injured.
the only game he
DeVonta Smith
got
didn't.
and the only game he got injured was the game where everyone solidified that he was by far the best receiver in football, and that's a national championship game where he sat out in the first half because
He had like 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
In the first half, exactly.
He got injured.
He got injured,
like, quote
and sat
unquote.
out the rest of the game. Like, that's the only time.
Yeah, he sat out with like the rest of Alabama's starting roster.
It's so stupid that people can actually give this guy any sort of real weakness. I'm not gonna say he's better than Jamar Chase because dude, like, there are people that have DeVonta Smith ahead of Jamar Chase. The route running is next level, Arib. It's incredible.
His catch radius, everything.
I like the confidence he brings too. He says he's the best wide receiver Alabama's ever
My
had.
only problem with him, Amal, is he sounds like a baby, and I was tempted to undraft him after that when they were interviewing him. But you know what? I'm willing to live with the
Also,
Patrick Mahomes level mean voice.
I'm happy that Nick Sirianni did not play rock paper scissors with that dummy. I'm surprised. I'm so happy that DeVonta Smith did not play that. Oh my god, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. Because if
he played with him, he might not have gotten drafted, bro. That might have been enough to take
probably
him off
would
the
not have
board.
been drafted. And they would have probably dealt with some BS pick.
Well, this is the first time ever in an NFL draft as an Eagles fan where I felt happy, other than the Carson Wentz pick.
So I give credit here for Howie Roseman because he perfectly dissected this entire draft board to the T. He knew clearly that that the Giants were going to pick DeVonta Smith at 11. All right, forget that. Even before that, the Eagles had the 6th pick. He knew already then that Chase and Kyle Pitts would be going to be picked in the top 6 before.
Who are their top 2 targets?
And
sure.
Those are their top 2 targets at 6. So what's their point in picking a guy like J.C. Horner, Patrick Surtain at 6? It's a reach at that point, right? You wouldn't want to reach at 6 there. And they got their guy that they arguably would have picked at 6 in DeVonta Smith at 10, and they finessed a free first-round pick out of it from I believe it
Miami.
was Miami. So and they only paid a 3rd-round pick to move up to
in the 90s.
And it's peanuts. It's easy. And I give credit because I think Dallas also won from this trade because at the end of the day, they got a 3rd-round pick and they need serious help on that defensive side of the ball. And for moving down 2 picks, and arguably the guy they would have gotten at 12 would have been the guy that they would have picked at 10. So it's just free. It's just a free pick. So why not just take that trade, right? And I'm pretty sure that's probably their mindset of them. Like, I don't really want to help this team, but like we get a free pick. And we were going to pick this guy at 10, so why not just take the trade? And I think that DeVonta Smith, oh my gosh, this is...
And Amal, I did not think we were going to come into the draft and see a in-division trade, especially this. I don't know if it's ever happened.
Especially this one.
Has it ever happened? I need to look this up.
An Eagles-Cowboys trade, I believe, has happened.
No, they traded last year, but has there ever been an in-division trade in the top 10 of an NFL draft? I don't know. Those things
I don't think so. That would be crazy if that is true. But I was right on one thing, Arib, though. I did tell you yesterday that Jalen Waddle would be picked ahead of DeVonta Smith.
Yeah, and I expected a kind of...
And I saw that coming. Jalen Waddle here at 10 would also not be a bad pick because you wouldn't... If Jalen Waddle was picked at 11 by the Giants, the Eagles would be so screwed. They wouldn't know where to go at 12 because the Cowboys would have probably taken Micah Parsons at 10. Where would the Eagles go at 12, right? So it's good that everything fell out the way that it did. This is a really good pick. I can see DeVonta Smith being a potential all-pro wide receiver in this league. Agreed. So yeah, A++ pick. A+++ pick. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this segment of the Flea Flicker NFL show. If you enjoyed, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Thanks for listening. Peace out and bye.